Imagine if the life you've always dreamed of, the peace, the abundance, the fulfillment, was already within your grasp. What if I told you that the secret to manifesting these desires has been hidden in plain sight, embedded within the ancient words of Psalm 27 and the profound teachings of Neville Goddard? The key to unlocking this power lies in a simple yet transformative truth. But here's the question: are you ready to discover it? Are you prepared to see beyond the surface and tap into the true essence of manifestation that can radically change your life? Many people approach manifestation with the hope of quick fixes and instant results. They think that by merely wishing for something, it will appear. But this approach often leads to frustration and doubt when the results don't come as expected. The truth is, manifestation is much deeper than that. It's not just about positive thinking. It's about aligning your entire being, your thoughts, feelings, and faith with the divine principles that govern reality. In this journey, we will dive into the wisdom of Psalm 27, where the psalmist speaks of unwavering trust in God's protection and guidance. We will explore how Neville Goddard's teachings on the law of attraction and the power of the subconscious mind can help us understand and apply these biblical truths in our lives. By the end of this video, you will see how these teachings can transform your approach to life, empowering you to manifest your deepest desires with confidence and clarity. The journey we are about to embark on is not just about learning techniques. It's about a complete shift in perspective. It's about understanding that the power to change your life is not outside of you. It's within you, waiting to be awakened. And the first step in this journey is recognizing that the key to manifestation lies not in asking for your desires, but in affirming that they are already yours. Manifestation is a concept that has gained immense popularity in recent years. You've likely heard of the law of attraction, the idea that our thoughts and beliefs have the power to shape our reality. While this idea resonates with many, its true depth and potential often remain unexplored. For some, manifestation is merely about positive thinking or visualizing their desires, hoping they will magically come to life. But as we dive deeper into the teachings of Neville Goddard and the timeless wisdom of Psalm 27, we find that manifestation is so much more profound. Neville Goddard was a mystic and teacher who understood the Bible not just as a religious text, but as a psychological manual for living a fulfilled life. According to Goddard, the stories and teachings in the Bible are metaphors for the workings of the human mind and spirit. He believed that each individual is an expression of God, and that our imagination is the divine tool we use to create our reality. When Goddard spoke of God, he was referring to the creative power within each of us, the power of our subconscious mind. Psalm 27, one of the most powerful and comforting passages in the Bible, serves as a profound example of how faith and trust in this divine power can lead to a life of peace and fulfillment. The psalmist begins with a bold declaration: "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" These are not just words of comfort. They are a statement of belief in the protection and guidance that comes from a deep, inner connection with the divine. This psalm is a blueprint for living a life of unwavering faith, a life where fear has no place because of the absolute trust in God's protection. Goddard's teachings complement this by showing us that the God we trust is not a distant figure, but the very essence of our being. He teaches that by aligning our thoughts and feelings with our desires, and by believing that they are already fulfilled, we activate the divine power within us to bring those desires into reality. In this video, we will explore how the teachings of Psalm 27 and Neville Goddard can work together to help you manifest the life you desire. We will look at the challenges people often face when trying to manifest their desires and how misconceptions about the law of attraction can lead to frustration and doubt. Then, we will dive into Goddard's key principles for effective manifestation, offering practical examples and techniques that you can apply in your own life. The journey of manifestation is not just about acquiring things or achieving goals. It's about a transformation of the self. It's about becoming the person who naturally attracts the life they desire by embodying the qualities of faith, trust, and inner peace. As we move forward, I invite you to open your mind and heart to the possibility that everything you need to transform your life is already within you. Remember, the power to manifest your desires lies in your ability to feel as though those desires have already been realized. This is the essence of faith, the kind of faith that Psalm 27 speaks of, and the kind of faith that Neville Goddard teaches. It is a faith that goes beyond mere hope or wishful thinking. It is a living, breathing reality that shapes your world from the inside out. So, as we continue, consider this. What would it feel like if your deepest desires were already fulfilled? How would your life change if you knew with absolute certainty that the universe was working in your favor, aligning everything perfectly to bring your dreams to fruition? This is not a hypothetical question. It is the reality that Psalm 27 and Neville Goddard invite you to embrace. While the concept of manifestation promises to unlock incredible possibilities, many people encounter significant challenges on this journey. The idea that our thoughts create our reality can seem simple on the surface, but when it comes to actually manifesting our desires, the process can often be fraught with frustration and misunderstanding. One of the most common challenges is the belief that manifestation is solely about positive thinking. We've all heard the phrase, "think positive and good things will happen." While it's true that maintaining a positive mindset is important, it's not the whole picture. Manifestation is not just about thinking happy thoughts and hoping that life will magically change. It requires a deeper engagement with our inner world, our beliefs, emotions, and most importantly, our faith. This is where many people struggle. They try to manifest their desires by forcing themselves to think positively, even when they're filled with doubt or fear. They might visualize their goals, repeating affirmations like, "I am wealthy," or "I am loved." But deep down, they don't really believe these statements. This disconnect between what they're saying and what they truly feel creates a barrier to manifestation. Another challenge is impatience. In our fast-paced world, we are conditioned to expect instant results. When we set our intentions and don't see immediate changes, it's easy to become discouraged. Doubt begins to creep in, and with it, the power of our manifestation weakens. Instead of trusting the process, we start to question whether it's even working at all. Neville Goddard addressed these challenges directly in his teachings. He understood that the key to successful manifestation lies not in the superficial act of positive thinking, but in a profound shift in consciousness. Goddard emphasized that the power of manifestation comes from our ability to feel as though our desires have already been fulfilled. This is not just about repeating affirmations, but about embodying the state of having already received what we want. Consider the wisdom of Psalm 27 in this context. The psalmist writes, "Though an army encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war arise against me, yet I will be confident." This is not merely wishful thinking. It is an unshakable faith in the reality of God's protection, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. The psalmist is not trying to convince himself of this truth. He knows it, feels it, and lives it. Goddard teaches that this same level of conviction is necessary for effective manifestation. It's not enough to simply wish for things to be different. We must align our inner state with the reality we wish to create. This means feeling the emotions of already having what we desire, joy, peace, gratitude, before it actually manifests in the physical world. A significant barrier to this is the misconception that manifestation is about controlling the external world. Many people believe that by thinking positively, they can force the universe to give them what they want. But this approach often leads to frustration, because it's based on a misunderstanding of how manifestation works. The truth is, manifestation is not about manipulating the outside world to fit our desires. It's about changing our inner world so that it naturally reflects the reality we seek. This is why Neville Goddard's teachings are so powerful. They shift the focus from trying to control external circumstances to transforming our internal state of being. One of the biggest misconceptions is that you need to see results immediately to know that your manifestation is working. However, as Psalm 27 teaches us, faith is about trusting in the process, even when we cannot yet see the outcome. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. This patience, this willingness to wait in faith, is crucial to successful manifestation. Goddard often spoke about the importance of patience and persistence in manifestation. He taught that just as seeds need time to grow into plants, our desires need time to manifest in our lives. This growth happens beneath the surface, in the unseen realms of the subconscious mind, long before we see any evidence in the physical world. When we understand this, we begin to see that the real challenge of manifestation is not in getting what we want, but in becoming the person who naturally attracts those things. This requires a deep level of self-awareness and an unwavering faith in the process. It's about cultivating the inner qualities that resonate with our desires, qualities like peace, confidence, and gratitude, and letting go of the need for immediate results. As we move forward, we'll explore how Neville Goddard's teachings can help us overcome these challenges by providing practical techniques for aligning our inner world with our desires. We'll also look at how the wisdom of Psalm 27 can strengthen our faith and patience, enabling us to trust in the divine timing of our manifestations. But before we dive into these solutions, it's important to acknowledge that these challenges are a natural part of the manifestation journey. Everyone experiences doubt, impatience, and frustration at some point. The key is not to avoid these feelings, but to understand them as part of the process and to use them as opportunities for growth. By addressing these challenges head-on, we can transform them from obstacles into stepping stones on our path to a fulfilled life. With the right mindset and the teachings of Neville Goddard and Psalm 27 as our guide, we can navigate the complexities of manifestation with greater ease and confidence. Now that we've identified some of the common challenges and misconceptions about manifestation, let's dive into the practical solutions and techniques that can help you overcome these obstacles. At the heart of these teachings is Neville Goddard's principle that feeling is the secret. This concept is foundational to effective manifestation, and it aligns beautifully with the message of Psalm 27. Neville Goddard teaches that the key to manifestation is not just in thinking about your desires, but in feeling as though they have already been realized. He emphasized that the subconscious mind is the gateway through which our desires are brought into reality, and the subconscious mind does not respond to mere thoughts. It responds to feelings. When you feel the emotions associated with having your desires fulfilled, you are sending a powerful message to your subconscious, instructing it to create those desires in your physical reality. So, how do we apply this practically in our lives? Goddard offers several techniques to help us embody the feeling of our wishes fulfilled. One of the most powerful of these is the state akin to sleep, SATS, a method that allows you to impress your desires onto your subconscious mind at a time when it is most receptive, right before sleep. The SATS technique is simple, but incredibly effective. Here's how it works. 1. Find a quiet space. Begin by finding a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and allow your body to relax completely. 2. Enter a relaxed state. The goal is to enter a state of deep relaxation, similar to the moments just before you drift off to sleep. This is when your conscious mind starts to quiet down, and your subconscious mind becomes more open and impressionable. 3. Visualize your desire as already fulfilled. Once you are fully relaxed, begin to visualize your desire as though it has already been fulfilled. For example, if your desire is for a peaceful and fulfilled life, imagine yourself living in that state of peace. Feel the joy, the calm, and the gratitude that come with it. Make this scene as vivid and real as possible. The more detail you include, the more powerful the impression will be on your subconscious. 4. Feel the emotions of fulfillment. The most important part of this technique is not just the visualization, but the feeling. You must feel the emotions associated with having your desire already fulfilled. Whether it's joy, love, peace, or gratitude, immerse yourself in those feelings as though your desire is already a reality. 5. Let go and trust. After you have spent time visualizing and feeling the fulfillment of your desire, gently allow yourself to drift into sleep. Trust that your subconscious mind has received the message and will begin to bring your desire into reality. By practicing this technique regularly, you will begin to shift your inner state to one of confidence and faith. Over time, you will notice that your outer world starts to reflect the inner changes you have made. This is the power of aligning your feelings with your desires. But as we've discussed, one of the biggest challenges people face is impatience. We live in a world of instant gratification, and when we don't see immediate results, it's easy to lose faith. This is where the teachings of Psalm 27 provide invaluable wisdom. The psalmist reminds us that faith is not just about believing when things are going well. It's about trusting in God's plan, even when we cannot yet see the results. In Psalm 27:14, the psalmist writes, "Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord." This verse speaks directly to the importance of patience and trust in the manifestation process. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, our desires need time to manifest in the physical world. The process may not always be visible, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Neville Goddard echoes this sentiment by teaching that the outer world is simply a reflection of the inner state. When we align our inner state, our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with our desires, the outer world will eventually conform to match that inner reality. But this takes time, and it requires us to trust in the process. Here's a practical way to apply this principle in your life. When you feel doubt or impatience creeping in, return to the feelings of faith and gratitude. Remind yourself That just because you cannot yet see the changes, it doesn't mean they aren't happening. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, even when the results aren't immediately visible. One of the most profound insights from Neville Goddard's teachings is the idea that we must become the person who naturally attracts the life we desire. This means embodying the qualities, emotions, and mindset of the person who already has what we want. For example, if your desire is to manifest a life of peace and abundance, you must begin to cultivate the inner qualities that reflect that reality. Qualities like calmness, confidence, and gratitude. In Psalm 27:1, the psalmist declares, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" These are the words of someone who has already embodied the state of fearlessness and faith. The psalmist is not merely hoping for protection, he is living in the reality of divine protection. This is the mindset we must adopt if we want to manifest our desires. To embody the state of fulfillment, start by asking yourself, how would I feel if my desires were already fulfilled? How would I act? What thoughts would I think? What emotions would I experience? Then begin to live from that state, even before you see any external evidence. This doesn't mean pretending or forcing yourself to be happy. It means genuinely cultivating the feelings and mindset that align with your desired reality. This is where Neville Goddard's teachings and Psalm 27 beautifully intersect. The psalmist's unwavering faith in God's protection mirrors Goddard's emphasis on embodying the state of fulfillment. When you live in the state of having already received your desires, you activate the creative power of the subconscious mind to bring those desires into reality. Another powerful tool in the manifestation process is the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is not just a passive feeling of thankfulness. It is an active expression of faith. When you express gratitude for things you have not yet received, you are affirming that they are already yours. This act of gratitude sends a powerful message to your subconscious mind, reinforcing the belief that your desires are already fulfilled. In the context of Psalm 27, gratitude can be seen as an expression of trust in God's plan. The psalmist writes, "I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living." This verse reflects the psalmist's deep trust in God's goodness, even before that goodness is fully visible. To apply this in your own life, begin by practicing daily gratitude for the things you are manifesting. Each morning or evening, take a few moments to express gratitude for your desires as though they have already been fulfilled. For example, if you are manifesting a new job, you might say, "I am so grateful for my fulfilling and rewarding job." If you are manifesting peace and calm, you might say, "I am grateful for the peace that fills my life every day." By combining Neville Goddard's techniques with the wisdom of Psalm 27, you can create a powerful practice of faith, gratitude, and embodiment that aligns your inner world with your desires. Over time, you will begin to see the outer manifestations of the inner work you've done. We've explored the foundational principles of manifestation, delved into the techniques of Neville Goddard, and connected them with the wisdom of Psalm 27. Now, we arrive at a pivotal moment, a powerful insight that could very well be the game changer in your manifestation journey. The key insight is this: manifestation is not about asking the universe or God to give you something. It's about recognizing that what you seek is already yours, and that the process of manifestation is simply aligning your reality with this truth. This is where many people get stuck. They spend a lot of time asking, praying, or even begging for their desires to manifest. But what Neville Goddard teaches, and what Psalm 27 so beautifully illustrates, is that the true power of manifestation lies in the shift from asking to affirming. Consider Psalm 27:13-14. I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. The psalmist isn't asking for God's goodness, he's affirming that he will see it. This is a subtle but profound difference. It reflects an unshakable belief that the desired outcome is already a reality, even if it hasn't yet manifested in the physical world. This is the kind of faith that moves mountains, the kind of faith that Neville Goddard spoke about. So how do we apply this in our lives? It starts with a shift in mindset. Instead of asking for your desires, begin affirming that they are already yours. This doesn't mean you ignore reality or live in denial. Rather, it means you choose to focus on the reality you want to create, rather than the current circumstances that might seem contrary. Affirmation is a powerful tool in the manifestation process. When done correctly, it can transform your inner state and align it with your desires. But the key to effective affirmation lies in the feeling behind the words. It's not enough to simply repeat phrases, you must feel them as true. For example, if you're manifesting peace, instead of saying, I want to feel peaceful, say, I am at peace. And as you say it, feel the peace in your body as though it's already there. Let that feeling of peace fill you, and as it does, you are sending a clear message to your subconscious mind that this is your reality. This is exactly what Psalm 27 encourages, living in the confidence that God's protection, peace, and goodness are already with us. When you affirm, the Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? You are not just reciting words, you are declaring a truth that shapes your reality. This shift from asking to affirming can be the turning point in your manifestation journey. When you stop asking and start affirming, you step into the role of the creator of your reality. You begin to see yourself not as someone who needs something, but as someone who already has everything they need. This is the ultimate expression of faith, trusting so completely in the power of God and the universe that you know, without a doubt, that your desires are already on their way to you. It's the kind of faith that allows you to let go of worry, doubt, and fear, and to live in the peace of knowing that all is well. Neville Goddard often spoke about living in the end, meaning that you should live as though your desired outcome is already realized. This is the essence of the shift from asking to affirming. When you live in the end, you are not waiting for something to happen. You are living as though it already has. This is a powerful state to be in, and it's where true manifestation occurs. When you embody this state, your subconscious mind takes over, aligning your outer reality with the inner truth you've affirmed. This is the magic of manifestation, the transformation from within that creates change without. As we come to the conclusion of our journey, let's take a moment to recap the key principles we've explored and understand how they interconnect to create a powerful approach to manifestation. We began by understanding the foundational idea that manifestation is more than just positive thinking. It's about aligning your inner world with the reality you wish to create. Through the teachings of Neville Goddard, we learned that feeling is the secret. The power of manifestation lies not in mere thoughts, but in the emotions and feelings that accompany them. When you feel as though your desires have already been fulfilled, you send a powerful signal to your subconscious mind, which then works to bring that reality into your experience. This concept is beautifully illustrated in Psalm 27. where the psalmist expresses unwavering faith in God's protection and guidance. The psalmist doesn't just hope for safety and peace. He lives as though these blessings are already his. This is the mindset we must adopt if we want to manifest our desires effectively. We also addressed some of the common challenges people face when trying to manifest their desires. Misconceptions about the law of attraction, such as the belief that positive thinking alone is enough, often lead to frustration and doubt. We discussed how impatience and the desire for immediate results can weaken the power of manifestation, and how a deeper understanding of faith and trust is necessary to overcome these obstacles. Neville Goddard's technique of the state akin to sleep, SATS, was presented as a practical tool for impressing your desires onto your subconscious mind. By entering a relaxed state before sleep and visualizing your desires as though they are already fulfilled, you engage the creative power of your subconscious to bring those desires into reality. This technique is not just about visualization. It's about embodying the feelings of fulfillment, which is the true key to manifestation. We then explored the critical insight that can transform your manifestation journey, the shift from asking to affirming. Instead of asking for your desires, you affirm that they are already yours. This shift in perspective is rooted in a deep faith that aligns with the teachings of Psalm 27. The psalmist's confidence in God's protection mirrors the confidence we must have in the manifestation process. When you affirm your desires as already fulfilled, you step into the role of the creator of your reality, allowing your subconscious mind to align your outer world with this inner truth. The importance of embodying the state of fulfillment was also highlighted. It's not enough to simply think about your desires. You must become the person who naturally attracts those desires. This involves cultivating the inner qualities that reflect the life you want to create. Qualities like peace, confidence, and gratitude. When you live from this state, your external reality begins to shift to match your internal state. Finally, we discussed the role of faith and patience in the manifestation process. Psalm 27 teaches us to wait on the Lord with courage and trust, understanding that divine timing is at work. Neville Goddard echoed this sentiment by reminding us that the outer world is a reflection of the inner state, and that patience is essential as our desires take time to manifest. Trusting in the process, even when we cannot yet see the results, is crucial to successful manifestation. Now, how can you apply these teachings in your daily life? Start by practicing the state akin to sleep, SATS technique regularly. Each night, as you prepare for sleep, take a few moments to relax and enter a state of deep calm. Visualize your desires as already fulfilled, and most importantly, feel the emotions associated with that fulfillment. Whether it's joy, peace, or gratitude, let those feelings wash over you as you drift off to sleep. Trust that your subconscious mind is receiving these impressions and working to bring them into your reality. Throughout your day, practice a shifting from asking to affirming. When you catch yourself asking for something, whether it's peace, abundance, or love, pause and reframe your thoughts. Instead of saying, I want this, say, I have this. Let the feeling of already having what you desire fill you. This small shift can have a profound impact on your manifestation process. Another powerful practice is to express gratitude for your desires as though they are already fulfilled. This aligns perfectly with the teachings of Psalm 27, where the psalmist expresses deep trust in God's goodness. Each day, take a few moments to thank the universe, God, or your higher self for the blessings you are manifesting. This act of gratitude reinforces your faith and strengthens the signal you send to your subconscious mind. Remember, manifestation is not about forcing things to happen. It's about aligning with the natural flow of the universe, trusting that what you desire is already on its way to you. The teachings of Neville Goddard and Psalm 27 offer a roadmap for this journey, one that is rooted in faith, trust, and the deep inner knowing that you are a co-creator of your reality. As you move forward, I encourage you to embrace these teachings with an open heart and mind. Be patient with yourself and the process. Understand that challenges and doubts are natural, but they do not define your journey. Each step you take towards aligning your inner state with your desires brings you closer to the life you wish to create. One final point to consider is the power of consistency. Just as physical fitness requires regular exercise, spiritual and mental fitness requires regular practice. The more consistently you practice these manifestation techniques, whether it's ESATs, affirmations, or gratitude, the more natural they will become, and the more effectively they will work in your life. Consistency is key to reprogramming your subconscious mind and making lasting changes in your reality. So, commit to this journey. Set aside time each day to engage in these practices, and trust that with each passing day, you are moving closer to the fulfillment of your desires. As we close this session, I invite you to take the insights and practices we've discussed today and start integrating them into your daily life. Remember, the journey of manifestation is not just about what you desire, but about who you are becoming in the process. The teachings of Neville Goddard and the wisdom of Psalm 27 provide you with the tools to transform your life from the inside out. So, here's what I encourage you to do next. 1. Start tonight. Begin by practicing the state akin to sleep, SATS technique, tonight. As you drift off to sleep, visualize your desires as already fulfilled. Feel the emotions associated with that fulfillment: joy, peace, confidence. And let those feelings guide you into a restful sleep. This is where the magic begins. 2. Affirm your reality. Throughout your day, shift your mindset from asking to affirming. Whenever you think about what you want, reframe it as something you already have. This simple but powerful shift can change the way you experience the world around you. 3. Practice gratitude. Take a few moments each day to express gratitude for the desires you are manifesting. Whether in the morning or before bed, let gratitude fill your heart, reinforcing your faith in the process. 4. Stay consistent. Consistency is key. The more you practice these techniques, the more natural they will become, and the more effectively they will work in your life. Set aside time each day to align your inner state with your desires, and trust that the universe is working in your favor. I'd love to hear from you. What are you manifesting in your life right now? How do you plan to apply these teachings? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your journey can inspire others who are on the same path. If you found value in today's discussion, be sure to explore my other videos where we dive deeper into topics like the power of prayer, the art of manifestation, and spiritual growth.